Hi Daria. So I'm going to go through the images that you've done, and if there's any comments, I will make them in this screencast. So starting off with the first image and just working down. This image looks great. Love it. Looks really good. No problems with that. Good detail, good sharpness. Okay, there we go. Next image. Once again, great, perfect. Love it. Love the colors. I love this boosted red through here, and then the vibrant green because of the water, and the sharpness is all good. Love it. Really good image. And this image I had a look at before, and it looks great. It looks really good. You can still see all the detail all the way at the coast. So the only thing that I would say is that I don't know if the detail is there, but she's just a bit dark on the backs. Maybe have a look in selective color, blacks and neutral blacks as well, just see if some detail can be brought back on her there. Other than that, looking really good. Yeah, it looks fine. Like that. Does the job. Wasn't the best image, but yeah. So now this image, once again, not the best image. Maybe composition-wise, these people, there's just not enough pixels to support the detail of them. It's a little bit over sharp, this image. The trees and everything look great, but the people here, they're a bit over sharp. If I go to here, I just quickly had a look at it because I wasn't sure what was wrong with it, and I just need to get rid of that. So if I pull the sharpness down a little bit on the people, while they're not as sharp anymore, the lighter pixels have toned down a little bit. So it just needs a little bit of tweaking to get those people to look a little bit more natural. And also the elbow, the head, the skin tones, they're a little bit red. So I just use a hue saturation to just pull it down a little bit. I've only had a quick play with it, but just those issues there. That's all really to get that image to look good. I'll let you do that. I won't save this. Okay. Where am I here? Yeah, like it. Looks great. Nice sharpness down through here. Yep, fine. Love that. Beautiful. This image has some noise in it. I can see there's a fair amount of noise through here. There's some image compression artifacts because of the noise through there. You may need to go back to Lightroom for this amount of noise. You can, in Photoshop, also use the reduce noise in the Smart Sharpen Smart filter. But for that amount of noise, I'd probably go back to Lightroom and just tweak that. You can see it's affecting the pole here. You can see all the color noise through there. So have a look at in Lightroom the color noise through there. And yeah, saturation and tone. I think this could be a little bit darker. I think the colors through there could be a little bit more boosted. In Photoshop, because there is, I think in Lightroom you can do reduce color noise, but you can do it in Photoshop as well. Where is that? It's in noise. So this is the third place if I've really got a noisy image. So Lightroom, the Smart Filter, and also reduce noise. So I stick this up to 10, the strength, preserve details. Which way is he going to go? Remember? Okay, so that's really soft. And this starts pulling it back. And then reduce color noise. So in here you can do it as well. And that's gotten rid of all the color dots through there. And then sharpen details, remove JPEG artifact. You can play around with that one. So that's another avenue for reducing noise that I use. I mean, I'm sure you know what you're doing anyway, but I just, yeah. I talk like it's the only way, but obviously it's not. But I'm just highlighting what I know so that you know. I don't know what you know, but this is how I would treat the image. I hope you understand. Okay, so next image. Oh, beautiful. Spot on. Love it. Don't you love HDR as well? HDR has this ability to get rid of noise. Awesome. Love that. Okay. His face is a little bit blurry, and I don't feel like he's big enough. Or she, he or she. Perhaps if we can lose a bit of the tail, just enlarging the image, that might give the face more pixels to support a bit more sharpness. Have a look in Smart Sharpen, and maybe even reduce the noise, and that may help with sharpening up his face, and just zoom the overall picture to get it a little bit more emotion for this guy. He feels a little bit distant in the frame. Oh, I like it. Great. Good sharpness, detail, color. Great. Love that. Great shot. Okay. I think this was a HDR because it was such a tricky lighting situation. And perhaps look at selective color whites and see if you can get that waterfall not so grey blue, a bit more vibrant white. I think that's the feature that's missing, just the waterfall. That could be a bit brighter. Maybe if you could get a little bit more tone in the rocks. It's going to be tricky because you want to boost the whites in there, but you don't want to boost the whites over here. You might need to do a little bit of masking to selectively do the waterfall. Yeah, this was another tricky lighting situation. Can't remember if this was HDR or not. I think it probably would have been, because it was very dark here and then obviously very light over here. And yeah, does the job. I so wish I had have bought the best lens before I left around Australia, because all of my images, they're just not tack sharp. And I went with a Tamron lens, and while it's good, it wasn't great. I so regret that now, but that's what we've got, so that's what we've got to work with. And yeah, so I don't think there's any changes needed on that. That looks good. Yeah, that was always going to be an awesome shot. Love it. Perfect. Thank you. Yep, great. It's a beautiful shot, that one. Thank you. Perfect. Yeah, great. Wouldn't you just love to go there? It was a great place, and there was nobody there. I saw 4 people on the whole walk. No one knows about it. Unbelievable. Love it. Yep. Looks great. Yeah, the sharpness is good. I can see the sharpness there. Okay, good. Nice. Yeah, I feel like I'm walking down there. That's what it was like. Beautiful. Maybe just try the drop shadow a little bit on that one. I couldn't quite, if I didn't know what Cine Gems was, I couldn't quite make that out. Otherwise, yeah, great. Yeah, I like the effect you've put on that. Nice. Yeah, I was waiting for someone really sexy to walk past, but that was the best I could do. And yeah, that's great. That's fine. Thank you. Okay, so I've talked about that issue, that photo, so that's fine. Okay, this is actually like the tourist image that we just had up. There's a bit of a color cast in this one. It's kind of got that, it's an old slide that's been scanned in feeling about it. This wasn't my image. This was a tourist board. It's probably quite an old image, and they all suffer from it. So if you could have a look at the color cast, so selective color neutrals for that image. Must have been a tough image. It's a little bit blue, I think, the whole image. I think there's a blue color cast on this one. It needs warming. Potentially the reds need there's some saturation issues as well. Saturation there is nice, but they're looking a little bit oversaturated. So yeah, just look at color casts and saturation on that image. a little bit more in the neutral